Yay!
Hey!
Boy, if that doesn't sum it all up, our 30-second countdown started 3 times and only ran for 3 seconds. That's kind of the way it's been going, huh? Wow.
Shane isn't even here.
Nice. Shane's hiding. Shane is in hiding. He's in the witness relocation program. So he's actually here somewhere, or he wouldn't be here. So
Yep. Hopefully he's here somewhere.
he's off scrounging up some of those little Debbie Christmas tree cake donuts that he was just talking about before we came on here.
Yeah, I know. I had to get me some sweet. Nancy brought me some snacks.
Nice.
Some miniature Reese cups and Kit
I love
Kats.
Reese's.
The fun size. Honestly, I don't find anything fun about it.
There's nothing funny, but I wanted to get one of those 3-pounders or whatever the heck it was that we saw that day last time. Remember? What was those, 1 pound or something?
Yeah. Now that's fun size.
That's fun size. That's right.
This is just enough to make you mad size here.
I guess we should have put a seizure warning on this episode. Did you put that away, please?
Did somebody say fun size?
Fun size.
Was that Emmett trying to think?
Boy, that would be a first. I'd actually appreciate the effort, but I'm not thinking so. What's up, guys?
The day in paradise.
Not day in paradise. That's right. What the heck happened this past week, anyways? We had pre-orders Tuesday, right?
And Monday.
And Monday, yeah, which was the Nemesis Enforcer. I refuse to call it Immortal.
Me too.
I don't care. That's Nemesis Enforcer. So that was Monday, correct?
Yes, I believe so.
And how did that go? You guys seeing any reports online? Was that a mess too, or
they were up for quite a while and then they were crashed from what I read and saw.
Yeah. So
I know people still missed out.
I know. I couldn't get anywhere near it. It would not. You're going to dump my drink, and then I'm going to dump you.
Mine's in Birmingham.
I couldn't get anywhere near it. I tried and tried. I tried, I don't know, 3 or 4 times, and nope, it wouldn't process. So, yeah, would you bite him, please?
Yeah, according to my tracking, mine's in Birmingham as of yesterday.
Nice.
But it's coming DHL, so it may still go to California and New York and back before it still gets here. So
yep, back to Hong Kong or whatever. Right? Go back for a quality check. Come back.
With DHL, it's going to have to go to your post office, and then from your post office to you. So because they don't actually deliver to your house.
Right.
Yeah.
Which is crap, in my opinion.
Which is just what I just went through with EE, and I don't know, maybe we'll talk about that or not. I don't know. Ridiculous. But anyways, and then we had heavy duty and the Cobra perimeter. What are they calling it? They're not calling it a bunker. What are they calling that?
Bunker with a trench viper, I think.
Yeah, it's something.
Modular bunker.
Modular something. What the heck are they calling that thing anyways? Hey, make yourself use and look that up on Hasbro Pulse, would you? I have noticed that neither one of those are sold out yet, so that's kind of interesting.
It's Cobra modular fortification.
Yeah, right. It doesn't. They don't call it a bunker. They don't call it a checkpoint. But they're kind of cool. I think.
Hey, Nancy. Hey, Tim.
I think everybody's kind of curious about getting those in hand, but those were what, August of next year? Next year's, that's the date.
So they'll probably be here in January, and they'll really mess me over on my pre-order.
Yeah. Whatever, exactly 13 hours prior to your last day of having to go Christmas shopping. That is exactly when you're
first.
I'm going to tell you,
Filled.
there's some people that just take stuff way too serious.
Yep.
I mean, I posted in our group, but I posted in a couple other G.I. Joe groups too. They showed all the modules put together, like 10 of them or whatever, and told you could buy multiples and build a big display, and then they limit to 3 per customer. Yep. And I was just making fun of the irony of the whole thing. They said buy as many as you want, but then we're limited to 3 per customer.
Right.
And you went, you get on there and order more, blah blah blah. All these people just kept coming back with stuff like. I don't want more. I'm just talking about the irony of it.
Yeah, right.
It's funny.
Right. Yeah, I know.
But some people just take this stuff way too serious. I mean, like, come on, people.
I think they take themselves way too serious as the
I
actual
think
problem.
so too, yeah.
You know what I mean? They just have to inform you, right? They gotta, they see everything that somebody says as a learning experience for you, so they'll go ahead and
Yeah.
tell you how much they know about something.
We got more about this toy line than they'll ever know about it.
This is foolish.
Before we get started on the list, I got something I'd like to show you guys.
Okay.
That I found at Ollie's for like $3.99 maybe. The retail one, it was $16.99, but I thought it was kind of interesting. It's the official John Wayne Handy Book of Bushcraft, Essential Tips and Techniques for Surviving in the Wild. And it's actually, I mean, it's got pictures like from his movies and things in there, but it actually has like how to make a bow, an arrow. Of course, I got, pictures of Genghis Khan there. And it's got, how to tie knots.
Cool. It's like a Boy Scout handbook that's just John Wayne.
Yeah. And it's got like a building a lean-to shelter.
Huh.
Cool.
But I mean, gosh, it's I hadn't had a chance to really look through it yet, but it's 200 and what is it? Well, I can't get the pages apart. It's like 254 pages. But I mean, for like I think $3.99 is what I give for it. I mean, you see, it's a nice little hardback book, but
now
I thought it was kind of neat and something that we might need one day. You never can tell. But I just thought it was neat. I just want to share it with you guys that they had it at Ollie's over in Gadsden. I don't know if all the Ollie's has got it or not, but I just thought it was really kind of cool.
Very nice.
And it's got some interesting stuff. I want to go back and get me a set. I used to have them a long time ago. And I don't know whatever happened to them, but you remember the Foxfire books? There were like 5 or 6 volumes of them, and it had all kind of stuff on living back in the old days, like all different recipes for fixing a pig and things like that. How to build I think probably had how to build a distillery and some other stuff like that, but it just had all kind of different things in it. There were like 6 or 7 volumes of it, I think.
Wow.
There was the Foxfire, I think is what they were called, the Foxfire books. But
I don't remember those.
They're pretty neat. I'd like to get a set of those. I think I got 1 volume out somewhere. Where about the other day I found that.
Cool.
I don't know. I mean, that stuff's a lost art now. People
it is.
don't know how to do that stuff.
Yeah, it's true.
And once the older generation's gone, nobody's going to know how to do that.
Yeah, and they don't even teach it in the Boy Scouts no more, or whatever you want to call it.
No. And
we got Silas is in Cub Scouts right now, and the guys, I don't know, he's in his early 70s. It's running a lot of the packs. He's actually doing a very good job. They went camping last night on a little fishing trip and everything else, so they're doing pretty good. They're doing pretty good. The one over here in Center Point, they weren't doing a whole lot. So, Hey Mason, going on?
Well, like you said, he was in his 70s, so he's lived that stuff. Guys running now is probably in their 20s and 30s and knows nothing about this stuff.
Yeah, and women.
Mm-hmm.
So, that was the other thing. So. Nice. So, yeah, that was that. What else? Nothing else. More McFarlane drama.
I'm trying to give you something.
I don't want it. Thanks.
Wait, the cookie.
I don't care. I still don't want it. Yeah, I mean,
we're ready.
Yeah, there it is. So do we have any itinerary, or are we just bluffing tonight?
I sent it to you.
You did? I didn't see it. I haven't had my phone. Ooh, big surprise there.
Yeah, it's supposed to talk about Joe's first.
Next up is the Joe. First up, Joe's stuff.
Okay. Well, let's do that then, right?
Let's talk them Joes.
And there it is.
Good pictures of the stuff. How many?
I'm waiting. I don't know if you guys noticed, but in the photography from Pawtucket, those searchlights on these were well lit, and I'm just waiting
they
for the
were.
complaints. Just waiting for the complaints sometime next year. that the one that
September 1st.
they get in the mail doesn't light up, right?
Yep.
You know that's going to happen because
Oh yeah.
it looked fantastic, but
Never
that is
fails.
not. And I didn't. Maybe you guys saw something I didn't, but I didn't see any disclaimers anywhere on any of the photography saying, actual toy does not have lights or anything like that. So,
I didn't either. Of course, I wasn't looking because I knew that they're not going to come to lights.
no. I mean, for $55,
You're right.
they should, but
You're right. Someone will be.
oh yeah, they will. Well, they will. I mean, this is an interesting idea. I mean, look, they're not the greatest thing that Hasbro's ever produced, but I mean, they're kind of cool, right? I mean,
I think most people will do that also, Corey.
yeah, I'm sure they will. Yeah, yeah. So, well, cool. I mean,
It
cool.
doesn't say anything in the description about it. It just says it comes with a searchlight, but it don't say anything about it lighting up.
Right.
I read that also.
The guy didn't realize it says it comes with 25 pieces, including sandbags, weapons rack, 2 ladders, adjustable stand, satellite dish, searchlight, plus pegs, hinges, and connectors. And that's not counting the 3 walls and the floor and the roof.
Right.
I really want to see them connected together. I don't know if that picture Shane showed last week was, we looked at, they had the big gaps between the walls. I mean, hopefully that's not how it's going to be when you actually put them together. Hopefully that was just a prototype or something. But
if you look here on this picture here, this is your connection point.
Right. Yeah,
And
that gap is real.
On this one here, you're going to have this connection point here.
Right.
So you're going to have some sort of gap. It may not be as big as we think, but it's still going to have a gap.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure it's going to have some type of gap. But that one you showed looks like you could almost stick a figure between them.
Oh yeah.
It was wide. They were so wide.
I don't know if they had it put together fully or not, but yeah, that did not look good to me.
No, the 25 accessories it's just the things that come with the modular fortification. It says the modular fortification comes with 3 walls, floor, roof, and 25 accessory pieces. The Trench Viper comes with 9 character-inspired accessories, including 2 knives, shield, bandolier, and weapon accessories. So, I mean, you do get quite a bit of accessories with it. 25 for that, 9 for the Trench Viper. So.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it was confusing, Mason, because I think I don't remember the wording on it, but we're so used to 3 per customer that if the wording was changed and they said 3 per order, I think everybody just kind of reverted back to what we were used to. But I went back and ordered more because I tried it as a fluke. I wasn't even paying attention to the fine print, honestly. And it went through. So at about the same time, everybody else kind of figured out the same thing, that it was per order.
They must be packaged 3 to a case, and so they said, well, if you buy 3, we'll just send you the case instead of having repackaged or something.
Yeah, you know what? That's probably exactly right, John. I hadn't thought about that, but that's probably exactly what it is. Yeah, makes sense, right?
Same with a HasLab. I mean, they say limit 5.
Yeah.
But, people order a lot more. And if they're trying to fundraise something, why would you limit it? I mean, you'd want people to order as many as they want. Which I don't understand that, because like my HIS tanks, they still come individually boxed, 3 different boxes. So I don't understand the limit on the HasLab. That really makes no sense.
Right.
But I don't know.
You guys are going to help me out here. I'm reading Corey's last post. Was this a Pulse exclusive or not?
No, I don't think it was.
It says exclusive, but I don't know if it's.
I think it's a store exclusive, like for all the retailers.
Fan channel, right? One of those deals where it's online.
Right. I think Entertainment Earth, different places like that. Big Bad Toy Store, Amazon's got them, things like that. Yeah, I don't think they'll.
No, it's listed as Pulse exclusive on the website.
Yeah, if it's a Pulse exclusive, you won't be seeing them at Ross or Ollie's.
Yeah, because if you go to
It is.
if you go to this page, well, hold on. If you go to one where it's got Pulse exclusive, convention exclusive, and partner exclusive, when you type Pulse exclusive, it's listed under it.
There's a weird wording. It doesn't specifically say Pulse exclusive, though, does
Yeah.
it? Not on the page.
Exclusive, yeah.
Yeah, because it's not showing up under the partner exclusive. So.
But to tell you the honest truth, Nemesis Enforcer doesn't say Pulse exclusive either. And we know that was. So
You'd think they would have offered this on the fan channels if they wanted people to.
Yeah. This is true also. That Rogue did make it to Ollie's, and it wasn't a Hasbro exclusive also.
Yeah,
Was she really? I thought she was a fan channel exclusive, though, wasn't she?
Yeah, that's a difference. If it's fan channel, then
because Amazon had her up for sale.
Yeah. Okay. So that's
The all green one.
Yeah, the all green one. Yeah, the green and black. Yeah.
So I don't know. I think I'm just spitballing. I don't know what the hell's going to show. Excuse my French, but I don't know what's going to show up at Ross or Ollie's. I mean, I'm gonna have to show up at Ross or Ollie's one of these days for $2.99.
But now I will say, you know, the 3 3/4 inch marble figures, they done those 2-packs that were Hasbro Pulse exclusives, and later on those 2-packs showed up at Walmart.
Yeah.
So I guess they didn't sell, so then they sold them off to Walmart. And Walmart, I only saw them at like 1 or 2 Walmart, so I didn't see them at all of them.
And you know, I guess I really should have paid attention to my messages before I got on here. But Shane may have said something about the Ecto HasLab, but
yeah,
is that a topic for later?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
yes.
So there was just non-spoiler. There was a change in that campaign, so I'm not gonna, all bets are off. I think so. Corey may very well be right. I got no idea anymore. I really don't. I can tell you this much: I very rarely go to Ollie's.
Her loaded with marble and stuff.
Oh, but it's the same stuff that's been sitting there since last summer. And
they're adding new to it, but they still got
more of it. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I said they're adding stuff to it, but they still got the old stuff too.
Yeah, it's just like, wow. I don't know, man.
So they're really not moving a lot of nothing.
Boy, I have to tell you, Hasbro has to absolutely despise that Star Wars license at this point in time.
I was over in Mississippi this weekend and went over to the Ollie's there in Tupelo. It's a fairly new one. And they had one of the squares out in the middle for the Christmas stuff.
Mm-hmm.
They had one of them just slap full of Black Series and Marvel Legends. You go over to the toy aisle, and they had a whole one side of the lane with nothing but Marvel Legends and Black Series Star Wars. So, yeah, they got to be hating them licenses right now. Because they are not selling it.
You know what I think Ollie's business model for selling all of those is, the Marvel and the Star Wars, is that some fixed income grandparents will walk in there and they got to buy toys for the kids and they have no idea what they're looking at and they will sell eventually because fans aren't buying them. Parents that actually have to pay attention to what those are for kids are not buying them. So who's going to buy them? I mean, I think this is that's a legitimate question. What's going to happen when, the discounters, Ollie's, Ross, Marshalls, TJ Maxx, what's going to happen when they can't buy anymore?
Right. I don't know.
They're not going to be able to buy any more of those.
Yeah. Who does Ollie's clearance stuff off to?
Right. Exactly.
Yeah. I guess they just call Goodwill, say, "Hey, come pick it up."
They can't be getting it to Dirt Cheap no more because Dirt Cheap's going out of business.
Well,
so, but yeah, I don't know, Tim. Them Ollie's still got the same figures from last Christmas.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, somebody in one of the groups, Marvel groups, said that the Eternals and the Black Panther Forever are living up to their namesake because they'll be around for eternally and forever.
Forever.
And I said, you're right. Yeah.
It's yeah.
If the Eternals, if they'd have made the movie and the characters looked like the comics, I think they probably would have sold a whole lot better. The movie may have not done any better because the story just wasn't that good, but I think the figures would have sold better if they looked more like the comic versions. But
Yeah.
for some reason, they
Yeah,
decided
maybe.
to change all the characters up. And I don't know.
Like I would suspect if Mason may well be right, that they do clearance out to like the dollar stores. I have to tell you though, I can see a huge sell off post Christmas this year because all that stuff has got to go. I mean,
They're gonna
it's got
have
to go
to,
somewhere.
It's terrible.
It really is pretty bad. Like I said, Hasbro absolutely that both of those lines at this point in time, not Marvel Legends as much, but the movie figures, they have devalued Hasbro's brand so badly that no one wants to pay at retail. We see it all the time. No one wants to pay retail because they're going to wait for it to show up at Ollie's.
Yep.
You know, so. I don't know. Hey, let me see my
Figure
phone.
out what the deal is with Scrap Iron and the Crimson Vipers all of a sudden popping up at places.
Yeah, I saw some today myself.
I've even seen Scrap Iron showing back up at GameStop along with Crimson Vipers. And
Yep, I saw some today at GameStop.
Adam was super kind to me yesterday and found me both versions of Red Hood, and I mean the classic villain Red Hood. And I met him at GameStop over here in Trustville, and I had run in before waiting for Adam to show up. And yeah, there were 2 Crimson Vipers, and there was a Scrap Iron, and there was a Falcon. It's just like, oh, that's a blast from the past because all of those are those except for Scrap Iron, but those are all a year old.
Yeah, I saw.
oh yeah,
Zorana, Crimson Viper, Scrap Iron, all at GameStop today. And I was like, wow. Guy said they're just getting a bunch of back stock, is what he was saying.
Well, I talked to the manager, and he, asked me what I was looking for, and I said, at this point in time, buddy, I want a Starfire figure. It's been 4 months since they were released, but I'm hoping that, and judging by your shelves, I'm hoping that there's cases of these things sitting around somewhere that hopefully I can get a hold of, and not as of yet, but that doesn't mean it isn't going to happen.
Let's see, McFarlane's not on our to-do list, right?
No.
Okay, so I'll go ahead and talk about this then. So 2 different Walmarts I went to this past weekend had, in the electronics in the collector's area, they had just 3 figures. They had one of each for some reason. I don't know if that's how they come, just one of each in the case. But each of the 2 Walmarts had 1 grid, 1 Green Lantern Simon Diaz, and 1 Lightning Lad. At both Walmarts, the grid and the Green Lantern were the Platinum editions, and the regular edition Lightning Lad. And it was the same at both stores, which I think that's odd. It don't make sense to me. Why? I don't know how they're distributing these things, but it's.
I think I know Timothy was a huge help last week, and I know I probably screwed up a few of the points on this whole sticker thing because all of that change was supposed to happen come 2025. But I believe that those figures are part of that running chain, like Hugo Strange. Everybody was asking, Hugo Strange is the Platinum? Where's the regular version? There isn't one.
Mm-hmm.
Because somehow I think he's part of that running change, and it's entirely possible, John, that that's what's happened here. That I think it's like weird transition stuff because that really doesn't make any sense by their own distribution quotes, right? That shouldn't be happening. But I don't know, man. He's playing such a screwed up marketing scheme at this point in time. I'm really not sure anybody can actually keep up with it. And
Well,
I
certainly
don't know
can't
how
get the
anybody
finish
will
you
even
want.
try with the way he's doing stuff.
Well,
yeah, it's because if you look at, let me verify this. So yeah, so like right here, if you go to his website, it shows that's Grid and Simon Biez, and it's showing 6, and only one of them being a platinum, just like
Right.
always.
right.
But it's hard for me to believe that those two Walmarts happen to get the platinum out of the 2 cases, or I don't know. I mean, is Walmart not getting full cases, or they starting to divide them up like GameStop does, or what?
Probably.
I don't know.
Yeah, but still, what are the odds of 2 stores like that getting the platinums and not the not?
Mhm.
It should. I mean, statistically, they would be a mix,
Right.
right? But
Especially that close together.
But see, here's the odd thing. It shows those two together, but it don't even show Lightning Lad on the website. And
Is
he's
he a
part of that
Walmart
same
exclusive?
wave.
Timothy, is he a Walmart exclusive? Is Lightning Lad a Walmart exclusive? They usually don't have variants with the Walmart exclusives, but maybe is that what it is? I have to be honest with you. I still buy some of the line, but I kind of lost track of it because
Actually, it's got if you look on his website, it's got Green Lantern, Grid, and Mr. Terrific, and looks like the Christopher Reeve Superman all in one wave because you can buy them in a set. Lightning Lad's not in there. So apparently he's not even part of the wave with the Green Lantern in there.
right. He may be he's not a page puncher. Next wave.
So that makes because they don't even show Lightning Lad on their website here.
He may not even as a pre-order.
I'm looking, but I don't see him.
I can't do both. I'm holding this.
Maybe he is a Walmart exclusive. Maybe they're going to do the Legion of Superheroes as Walmart exclusives or something. I don't know.
Well, there was a few more vampires I wanted. Hopefully they don't jump. But you know what? They've always been one of each. So because we got Max Mercury and Shazam Vampire this last time. So possible you could have 2. Okay, yeah, that wave is Walmart exclusive. So there you go. Who came with him? Who's with him in that mix? There's always 2 for Walmart. Or is it the entire wave now? Good Lord.
It's probably the entire wave.
It's probably the entire wave instead of a separate thing.
He said that wave is the entire.
Okay.
I don't know how he's doing it. That's crazy.
Like I said, I'll have to.
Well, who's in the wave with Lightning Lad?
I think he's saying that whole wave. I don't know.
Because according to him, Grid, Green Lantern, the Christopher Reeve Superman, and Mr. Terrific are in the wave. But I didn't see Superman or Mr. Terrific at either one of those Walmarts, just the Grid and the Green Lantern. So.
All I know is I'd hate to deal with McFarlane.
Well, it's good. It's
because it seems to be a big headache and a whole lot of crap.
So far, the only ultra rare, I guess the red sticker is the ultra rare.
Supposedly, yes.
The only one I've seen listed is the Rock from, was it Red 1 or something, the Santa Claus movie?
Yeah.
He's got one of those red stickers on his box, so I guess that figure is going to be extremely rare or something. I don't know.
Okay, Lightning Lad is up for pre-order, and it is a Walmart exclusive, according to this. So let me see what Wally World has to say, and then we can get back to business that is less frustrating because he has got everything so screwed up right now that.
So see, that's curious because Walmart's usually, if they put it on the website to sell, you'd think they wouldn't have a platinum edition on their exclusives.
See, they usually don't.
So,
see, it's funny. He's up for pre-order. Well, he was up for pre-order. They're sold out. But I'm not getting a date. So if you want Lightning Lad, you better pay attention. And they are collector editions, so they're $30 figures.
Yeah.
So pay attention to your Walmarts if you want the modern. I guess he's black. Versus the classic, and the classic Lightning Lad is, of course, the platinum edition, which means that is exactly what you will have to give a scalper to get one, a bar of platinum.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's that. But I don't know, guys. I'm going to get my Starfire to finish up my Titans. My wife was awesome and brought me home the regular sized cyborg here about a week ago. Because I have the Build-A-Figure, and he's immense. And if I have Starfire, I've basically finished the Titans that I would want. You know what I mean? And then I literally on the McFarlane stuff. I'm going to focus on. Hey, I lost my mic. I'm going to buy some Bat Family stuff, and I'm going to buy just classic like George Perez 1980s Crisis on Infinite Earths, brightly colored superpowers, Super Friends, Justice League. And there's only a handful of those that I want too. I have, because of the Starro wave, I have the Injustice League. I might get Grid because that was a pretty good storyline, but I'd have to see him. It's not going to be that green one. I know that. I don't want that. That green one is foolish. I don't get that one. But I don't know. That's where I'm at with it.
Yeah.
And because I can't keep up. He'd have to come up with something pretty spectacular for me to waste 1 penny in gasoline trying to chase down a red stickered figure.
Yeah.
Does that make any sense?
Oh yeah.
I don't see it anymore. And the
he's basically just throwing up a big middle finger to his fans.
Well, he is. I mean, that Norm Brayfeld figure that came out for pre-order, that is probably one of the nicest Batman figures I've seen in a very, very long time. But I have to tell you, $50 for a figure. It's a pretty substantial middle finger.
Yeah.
But yeah, we talking about this, Timothy. I mean, you know, and if you're gonna keep up with the Batmans, let's get Neil Adams, right? Let's get oh, good Lord. I mean, Jim Aparo. How much classic Batman stuff is come from the pencil tip of Jim? But it sold out. So if he's done himself, year 2 Batman. So now we've got Norm Brayfogle. So you never know. I don't know. Hey, let's get back on track because McFarlane sucks.
It really does.
Well, he does. Yeah, his marketing stinks. So
yep.
So here we are, heavy duty. Roadblock's cousin from the other side of town, or whatever the heck it was they were doing.
Yeah, I like this figure, except for the stupid necklace.
Yeah, I don't know about that necklace. It's kind
I
of
don't
weird.
know what they were thinking with that thing.
I don't know. Bling.
Mr. T.
I mean, are they trying to pay a little homage to The Rock or something with the Brahma head?
Probably.
I mean, I don't know, but that's stupid and will be put in the junk drawer.
Yeah, it won't stay on mine either. The first time that head comes off, which will be relatively quick because that hat drives me nuts too.
Yep. Gotta go.
I have to tell you, the kit, this wearable kit is really overdone. I mean, it's more silly than silly.
I didn't realize it, but it is. It's modular.
Pulse. It's what?
It's modular.
Yeah.
Still, it's going bye-bye.
Does his hat come off?
Yeah, well, different head.
So it just got swappable head, so it's molded onto it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Chicago Bulls. Yes, you're right, Mason. I heard that before.
Yeah.
Hey, I probably shouldn't be using you guys' real names. You're all incognito with your fancy names. Crap, right? Is that what it is? So, You're in the witness relocation program too.
That's what I'm wondering. Why would they do an alternate head without the hat? Because the original figure had the hat and it was molded onto it.
Don't know.
I don't know why they would.
I like it without the hat myself.
Yeah, I don't care for the hat. What's the hat say? Joe on it.
Yeah.
I don't know. You can't see because he's got it on backwards.
Yeah.
I think somebody said it says Joe on it.
Yeah. But see, the original was on backwards too. He had it on backwards.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because that was the thing back in the 90s. You know, he come out early 90s, and that was kind of the fad. You wore your hat backwards back then.
Yeah. I do too. I wear my hats backwards all the time. I mean, you're right. It is really bulky.
It is.
But I did get a few more pictures. It's got different ways. Like the guns, they all come off. And they can be handheld mini guns.
Now, you know what would look cool on that thing? If there were like little tracks that you could snap on the bottom of it so that it would turn into like a pack rat.
Right.
That would be cool.
I think that might be a good idea for them on that.
Gridiron will probably do that, right? Make little tracks for it and it'll look like a pack rat.
But
that right there is cool. I mean, just the missile boxes, that's cool. And I'll be like the internet. Watch this. Now, I don't know about you guys, but those missile boxes right there are proof positive that we're getting a whale in classified scale.
Oh yeah.
And if you don't have a whale, you probably won't get that, but or remember the whale. But those are like the missile boxes off a whale. So we're getting a whale. It's official. You heard it here first. We're getting a whale.
Right. But we were talking about the gap. Look in the background.
It was pretty gappy. But why are the hinges like that?
I have no earthly idea.
That's kind of weird, isn't it? They're not even hooked that way.
No, it's not. It's just clip to clip on that one.
No, yeah. Why? And why is he shooting in the wrong direction?
Yeah, he's shooting away from it. He must have done blowed it up.
I mean, he ran right up to the perimeter wall and turned around on the other Joes because he's firing in the wrong direction.
He's like he said, I pity the fool.
Geez, you would think that the Chicago Bulls, you'd think that they would have, if the Marine Corps of all entities told Hasbro they couldn't use the bird, the ball, and the anchor on Gung Ho. Isn't it weird Chicago Bulls didn't have something to say about that?
I'll bet because he just had one barrel with a missile on the vintage.
Mm-hmm.
But that missile launcher looks like it would go with, was it Salvo or Rampart?
I don't know. They were
anyway.
Post my interest.
That's an indication to me that we're probably going to get that figure. I think Salvo was the one. I want to say Salvo was the one that had the
Salvo. Yeah,
had the launcher like that.
Yeah, it was Salvo.
So that means we're probably going to be getting a Salvo, and they'll reuse that launcher, those launchers for him.
Yeah. But as I was looking through the pictures, y'all see it? They're talking modular build.
Yeah, his headquarters.
So
yeah, that's what it looks like.
We might have some stuff to look forward to.
Homage, there you go. Homage, which means that's just a copyright dodge.
Yeah,
that's interesting though.
That's crazy.
That's interesting. Interesting picture.
Yeah, I noticed that when I was flipping through them earlier. And then the little targeting device for his eye. The way things are straight.
No.
And probably ain't nobody want your kidney, Corey.
They put Duke's bandolier on him, though, didn't they?
Yeah, that's.
I believe so.
Yeah. See, you had a holster with a gun on the original figure. I wonder why they didn't do that. I mean, it ain't like they don't have the holster bold.
Yeah.
That's kind of odd. But anyway,
Yeah, I was kind of worrying that too. He didn't come with a gun, any kind of. But I mean, I guess you got 2 miniguns there, one in each hand.
yeah,
Which the miniguns would go perfect for a V2 rock and roll.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I like this figure.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. I mean, they're still nailing it. I mean, you can't.
Oh yeah.
You
I
know,
mean, even though it is September 1st of 2025 when it comes out.
yeah. Yeah. Well.
But that, I mean, like we've talked about before, that's a good rest on our pocket.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, or at least
Yeah.
least gives you an opportunity to save up for it all. You know. I mean,
Yeah. Yeah, because that's my thing. I'm afraid it's going to be another one of those like last year when they hit us
Avalanche. Yeah.
with an avalanche in
Mhm.
September and October.
Right.
Yep.
There's going to be one big boat that shows up all at once with
Yeah.
Cobra emblems all over the side of it, and it's going
All
to drop
over.
all that crap and load it all at once. Nice.
This is next.
Yeah, I was kind of looking at that earlier. It's an art playset, but it's basically just a
cardboard
display.
cutout with a plastic
cardboard cutout on a plastic display.
Well, there you go.
two 5 points of articulation figures. So it's the React stuff.
Oh, okay.
Oh, React.
React stuff. Oh, wrong one. My bad. Yeah, it's
I didn't even notice the price point on it.
$75.
Are you serious?
Moly.
70.
Yep, sure is $75.
What size are these figures?
They are the 3-inch. Like or
$75 for a piece of cardboard and 2 3-inch figures.
and
Yep,
a plastic base.
3/4 inch figures. Yep.
And a plastic base.
And
It's a double-sided. It's a double-sided
Yeah.
backdrop, though. You can turn it around and have a different scene.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
you can have
all it's got is Megatron and Optimus Prime's face on it with a star blast in the background. It's not that great. I mean, but that's what I was going to talk about. $75, guys,
No,
Yeah.
come on, let's get real.
for this.
Well, the
I've
two
never
figures is 20 apiece, so that'd be 40 for them. So that means the other 35 is just for the.
Yeah, but it's just a plastic base and a
This-
sticky cardboard cutout that you probably punch out on the back of the box.
Yeah, I'd say that's a little overpriced there. I mean, I know the Super
In
7's
the
a little
words
higher.
of Timothy,
Garbage.
garbage. I would add hot garbage to the end of it.
Hot garbage. Yep.
But yeah,
Wow.
that
wow,
just
wow,
blew
wow.
my mind, man. I was just like, no way.
You know, I sincerely, I really do. I appreciate Super 7's enthusiasm, but their prices are nuts. I mean, let's get real here. That's the magic of licensing, I guess, that they have to charge that much just to recoup their money. Just good Lord, that's huge money.
Yeah, I predict these will be at Ross. But anyway, I got other figures to show. Now, this here
series.
is the Studio Series. And they are coming in at the nice price of $34.99.
So you can actually buy a Studio Series Transformer for half the money of that.
You could buy
Yeah.
wait, not one but two.
Jeez.
And they're great detail.
And still save $5.
Jeez,
I mean, I just don't get it.
licensing, man.
A
Licensing.
cardboard
Gotta be.
cutout, plastic base, 2 3 3/4 inch, 5 point of articulation figures versus this. I mean,
You know, they have to be paying out for the license, and they have to be.
Now the Voyager class are the small ones, anyways, right? Are they 6 or 7 inch or whatever it is?
I think they're
they're the big
Yeah.
ones. I think
Yeah,
they're
they're
the big
about-
ones, are they not?
Are they the
7
big ones?
inches.
I can't remember.
I think
they're
he's
7
about the
inches.
size of the original, about what, 5 inches, 6 inches tall.
Yeah.
I think. Don't quote me on that.
Man.
Probably Transformers guys in here knows a lot more than I do.
Anyway,
Transformer.
this one has to be bigger because it's $34.99, and then the good old Bumblebee is $24.99.
Hmm.
And they're the deluxe class Transformers Bumblebee.
Interesting.
But I like this Bumblebee because it's the actual.
The Volkswagen? The Volkswagen?
Yeah, it ain't the old Camaro looking one. I know a lot of people like that one because it's the Camaro, but I like the B-Dub.
Mm-hmm.
That was kind of for his namesake. I mean, a bumblebee, you know, it was like a slug bug, bumblebee.
Yep. But I mean, it's. I don't know. I'm glad I don't collect Transformers neither. So I guarantee you I wouldn't buy that hot garbage we saw earlier.
No.
And they are more expensive toys too.
No,
which,
they are.
Which I get it because I mean a lot of engineering goes into making them things transform and look right.
Yeah.
But
pretty awesome, aren't they? When you think about it. But,
yeah, when you think about it, I mean I can understand why they're priced the way they are. But
well, you go from that to that, and or you can buy 2 3 3/4 inch that is garbage.
shrunk shampoo bottles is what those are. Right? They're like the shampoo bottles when we had when we were little kids.
Yeah.
Right?
mm-hmm.
But yeah, I just don't see how Transformer guys would buy that crap.
No.
I mean, you can buy these nice, articulated, well engineered figures versus this crap.
Yeah, those are literally dollar store toys right there.
I mean,
it's just,
it looks like the ones you get from the Dollar Tree.
Yeah.
They really are. There's nothing there.
But just a couple inches bigger.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, it's garbage. It's trash.
Yeah, like I said, I appreciate their enthusiasm, but let's get real here.
And a cardboard cutout that, like I said, probably comes off the back of the box. But anyway, that's just my trash of the week for me.
Mm-hmm.
Then we got some Star Wars that were released this week. Oh no, this is next. So I noticed earlier in the week, like Friday, Saturday I was looking at it to check and see where it was at. They said if you got it within 2 weeks, if it met the 12,000 goals, you got the Tully figure.
Mm-hmm.
Well, lo and behold, it didn't make it because Halloween was the 2 week. So they added this to the post. It's Halloween, Ghostbuster fans. Would you like a trick or treat today? Beckman would prefer we play a trick because it's more cost effective. The rest of the team, well, you're in for a very, very special treat. In the spirit of giving, we decided that if the Ghostbuster Plasma Series Ectomobile Anniversary Edition HasLab funds successfully before the project closes, everyone who has backed it, either model, will automatically receive our Plasma Series Lewis Tully action figure. So they pretty much just backpedaled on everything they said, and just going to give everybody the figure. I don't understand. Would they do this with any other HasLab?
I think they might start.
I think didn't they do that same thing with the Motor of Vengeance, the Ghost Rider? Because you got the Robbie Reyes as human form for the early bird, but it didn't fund, and I think they went ahead and offered him with the, and then they went ahead and revealed their other tiers and all too, trying to get people to back it, but it still didn't make it.
It was, I don't know, it's just crazy.
I mean, 73% with 29 days left. That doesn't seem like that. It doesn't seem like they should be all that nervous.
Yeah, I don't see. That's what my thing is. I don't understand. They could have, instead of saying, well, we're going to give it to everybody, they could have said, well, we're going to extend it by 2 more weeks. You know what I mean?
I hate to be so cynical, but this whole in the spirit of giving stuff, right.
Yeah, that's what got me.
What's the real story behind that, right? There's something
They're trying to give everything they can to make sure it gets back. Is what they're trying to do.
Right.
Yeah. It's.
Yep.
I think I have to tell you, with the Dragon, we've said it before, with the Dragon Man thing, with the that new X-Men 97 Sentinel, I really think the powers that be at Hasbro are really seriously rethinking, if not getting ready to completely revamp the whole HasLab idea, because it's pretty hooky, the stuff that's going on, honestly.
To me, it's just crazy because I just don't know if they would do this for anybody else. I don't get it. Would they have done it for the? Well, they sure didn't do it for the Sky Striker. And said, we're going to go ahead and give everybody the ground crew,
right?
Just because we were feeling like giving. No, they didn't do that.
Are there?
They did add the Cobra Commander and the 2 troops later on, though.
Yeah,
on the Sky Striker when it wasn't funded.
Are there any more future HasLabs announced after this one? Does anybody know?
Not yet that I know of.
Anything rumored? Anything? Nothing. Nothing floating around in the ether. I'll throw it out there because, to tell you the honest truth, I really, after everything I've read just this past week, Hasbro really is completely in turmoil at this point in time.
Yeah,
it's entirely possible, guys, that this is the last HasLab, and that the new model will be the Dragon Man, Sentinel pre-orders for a limited time, and whatever is ordered gets made.
Well, that's how, in my opinion, every pre-order should be. It don't matter how big or small it is. You've got 3 weeks to order it. If you don't order it, it's done.
Get this one.
You got a month. Either that or make everything just fully stocked and go out to all the stores and all over the place.
Friday 3-0. We all know 3-0, right? They started making Joe figures and stuff. They make fantastic stuff. A couple of weeks ago, I caught wind just in my news feed that they were doing a Godzilla versus Mechagodzilla, my classic Godzilla, the Shogun Warriors style Godzilla from the movies, from the last 3 movies in the 70s. They were making one that has a metal. This is really cool. He's only about 9 inches tall, but he's got a metal skeleton that actually has all of the articulation built into it. And then there is a one-piece body that goes over the skeleton. So you have a 26 points of articulation 70s Godzilla that has a seamless body on him, right? Which is really cool. And lights and sound and some accessories and blah, blah, blah. This sucker went up for a pre-order on Friday, November 1st. It's 3-0, right? So it's $170. So I was kind of having a kitten when I realized that, it's just, I figured he was going to be at least $100. And there's no way I don't have $170. I'm not going to have any money to get that pre-ordered this past Friday. So I figured I'd be SOL on this one. Nope. Pre-orders are open until January 16th of 2025 for delivery for the second quarter of 2025.
Huh.
Right? That is a pre-order.
That is.
Right?
Yep.
That's a pre-order. We're going to have it open for a good long period of time, and whatever gets pre-ordered, that's what we're making. And we're making them quickly. You're going to have that sucker in your hands in literally a few months from closing.
Right.
That's the model.
Yeah.
So
could be.
So yeah, it's entirely possible that a lot of this is in transition here. Where it is that this last Ghost process and the license is going, so they wanted to go ahead and send it out right.
That's possible.
It's entirely possible. Entirely possible.
Because from what I'm hearing, they're looking to get rid of a lot of licenses.
Yeah, and the ones they're stuck with, they're going to farm out.
Yep.
I sent a video to these guys this past week that the presenter, his sentiments on Hasbro were my exact thoughts over the last few weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, he actually had a whole lot more information to back up his opinion than I have. It's very much so looking like Hasbro is going to turn itself into a digital company that licenses, that farms out toy licenses. They don't want to be in the toy business anymore.
Nope.
And this is going to sound horrible, but I'm not so sure I blame them.
I don't either.
I mean, if you're a publicly traded company, I can think of a very few things that make less sense than being in the toy business right now. So I don't know, but it's entirely possible. I'm not calling you 6'10" Yo Joe Daddy. I'm not doing it. If you want to keep your alias, you're going to have to change it when you come on here. How's that? Yeah, I don't know. It's entirely possible. That's exactly what's happening. I got.
Oh yeah, very much so.
I don't even want to guess on a lot of this stuff anymore, honestly. So I don't know. The itinerary. Are you guys actually surprised that it didn't come up with 12,000 backers in 2 weeks?
Not one bit.
I'm really not. I'm really not either. It's a pretty pricey piece. It's an awesome piece, but it's pretty.
Yeah, it is. But
and I'll pound on one of John's drums when it comes to this stuff. The time of year is terrible for somebody to be shelling out $400.
Yeah.
On these things. So I'm not surprised it didn't.
And Ghostbusters doesn't have that large of a following.
No, it doesn't.
So I mean, to think you're going to get 12,000 people to back a $400 project in 2 weeks at 12,000 backers is ridiculous in my opinion.
Yeah, I think they kind of.
No matter what you throw in, no matter how many Tullies.
Yep.
Well, like I said,
whatever you want to throw in, you ain't going to get it.
But like I said, Mattel tried it about 10 years ago, and it didn't get funded.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I can't remember the price point. I'm thinking it was around 400. That one was, and it didn't come with a whole bunch of figures and all. But I don't know. I mean, like I said, the economy's just not it's just not good enough to support stuff like that, especially at Christmas time.
It's not.
You're going to spend $400 on something that you're not even going to get probably until the year after. I mean, after next Christmas.
Right.
The way it goes. So I mean, it's not even like you can give it as a Christmas gift next year because you can't guarantee you get it before Christmas. So.
Right. And who's to say there aren't going to be more production shifts on other lines? After the first of the year, and we run into everybody else runs into the same problem we're having with classified right now. And I say problem as a generalization. It may or may not be a problem for us. It may be the best thing for the line to take a break, but we'll see.
So I said maybe they're moving G.I. Joe to India because they're planning on keep running with it, and they're just going to license everything else out.
Yep.
And let whoever licenses them worry about where they get produced at. I don't know.
Yeah, that's what we were just talking about, Matt. If it is successful, if the whole campaign is successful, that Sully figure will be included in the package.
Yep.
Even though it failed to hit the 12,014 day. Yeah, that's what we were just talking about. So,
yeah, it don't matter. I was looking to see if it would tell you how many have been funded for the standard version or the deluxe, but it won't tell you.
See, that's what I've been curious about because they lump them both together.
Yeah.
They don't break it down. So I don't know how you're supposed to keep track of that. I just don't.
And it's funny because it's 5 per customer.
That's ambitious.
Yeah. But what
you probably got people that's buying 2 so they can do it both ways, but the fact that you're getting 4 figures and that all the other stuff for an extra $75, the majority of them's probably the deluxe. I mean, that's what I would get if I was going to fund it.
It's a much better value. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially like you said, you're getting the base of what you wanted to begin with. You're getting all of these extras of $75. Yeah. So
4 more figures, 4 figures, and the extra top to add a different look to
and the extra hubcap. So I mean, the 4 figures alone by far makes up the $75.
Yeah. Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, no doubt.
And now you throw in the Tully automatically, no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if it funds.
Yeah.
So,
Boy, Rick Moranis, he deliberately retired from acting years and years and years ago. I don't know if you guys ever heard the story, but his wife got very, very sick, and he went on hiatus, as they say, to take care of her, and she passed. And he just decided he didn't want to go back to the Hollywood rigmarole BS, and he hasn't been in anything in 20 years. Can you
I think he
imagine the
has done a little
conversations?
voice acting.
Yeah. Can you imagine the conversations that took place when Hasbro calls him up or his attorney calls him up and say, "Hey, Hasbro wants to buy your license, your likeness to put on an action figure again after all of these years." That must have been a pretty wild conversation to have.
Oh, it had to be.
They tried to get him.
Talked to Sigourney Weaver too, but I don't know if she's even interested anymore.
But they tried to get him for the last two Ghostbusters movies, and he wouldn't do it. But I am hearing that they're talking about making a Spaceballs too, and that he's actually interested in it. So I don't know.
Yeah, but you know what? If you were in that business, if you were ever gonna come out of retirement for anybody, it would be Mel Brooks.
Oh yeah.
I mean, seriously. And Mel Brooks calls you on the phone and you go, "No, I'm not interested." You'd have to be out of your mind.
Never rid of it, man. Never rid of it.
So yeah.
Good Lord, he's what, 90-something years old now?
Oh yes, he's older than my father. Mel Brooks is like 96 or 97 years old. Yeah. He's very old, and when I'll Google it before somebody else beats me to it. I say that hoping somebody else would beat me to it.
We'll wait.
Hey Siri, how old is Mel Brooks?
Oh, you're done.
Mel Brooks is 98 years old.
98.
Just
98.
as I scrolled to the number 98, your little cheater there says 98 years old.
98. He is 98 years old.
Hey, Siri's fast.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but I've heard Siri's had work done. None of her is real. Anyways. All right. Star Wars. What you got for Star Wars? I don't know what this is.
That's Chopper.
Thanks.
That's Chopper from the Rebels. Imperial disguise.
Imperial. He's got black paint on him, so he's Imperial.
Yeah.
Even though he's usually orange.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, his top's his garbage can lid is usually orange.
Okay.
I can see it now. It's the next scandal. Droid doing blackface. That's the next scandal.
Yeah, it's cultural appropriation. He's impersonating an Imperial droid.
Yeah.
But again, this is the vintage collection, and check out the price. $17
for a 3 3/4 figure.
Oh, he ain't even 3 3/4.
No, I was gonna say he's probably
Yeah,
more like
right,
2.5.
exactly.
Probably like $2.
$17 for a 3 3/4 inch figure.
Yeah, Super 7 not looking so bad after all, is it?
That is insane.
Yeah.
That is insane. $17.
Racist droid.
It's crazy. Yeah, these prices are getting out of hand.
I mean, guys, how tone deaf does a manufacturer have to be with the way that things are right now to actually think that they're gonna get in large numbers people to spend $17 for that?
I mean, you're going to have some people buy this, but
I know what they are, bud. I'm more than familiar.
a lot of people aren't going to do that. Aren't going to buy these for that price, and they wonder why they're all on the clearance aisles and at Ollie's. I mean, it makes sense to me.
But I have to tell you, all these prices are too high.
Oh yeah, they're better than that, though. I guarantee you.
They're better than that. But geez,
It's like that Royal Imperial Guard and the TIE Fighter pallet set that's at Ollie's now.
Yeah.
$20. That's only $10 a figure, and it's the vintage line too.
Yeah.
No, those are Black Series.
Are those Black Series?
Those are Black
I thought they
6
were the
inch.
vintage. So
No,
was
Black
6 inch.
Series.
and they're only $20 for both of them.
Yeah. So I mean, you're basically getting one free plus $5 off.
That's crazy. I mean, and to me, that's the price they should be.
Yeah.
Boy,
Not
oh boy.
that great.
$17.
Yep. And here you go, another actual 3 3/4 inch figure for $17.
$17 for a 3 3/4 inch Star Wars figure.
This is once again a vintage collection figure that they've already made the Black Series out of, or made into the Black Series, and it hung on the pegs forever. But this is
Wow.
I always thought the Black Series would make a great Pythona.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually bought one of them to make a custom Pythona, but I never have got around to it yet.
Yeah. Cut the antenna off, paint her some specs on there, and you got her.
1978 in Rockland, Maine, I was able to ride my bike to the JCPenney and buy Star Wars figures when they first came out. I want you to think about this for a second. For $1.77, that's what I paid for Star Wars figures in 1978. Yeah, I get it. I'm old.
Too much, Mason, too much.
Think about this. In 40 years, that's a 1,000% increase in price.
Well, yeah.
That's insane.
I saw vintage Star Wars figures today for $10.
$17 for a Star Wars figure. That's insane. That is absolutely insane. The Super 7 O-rings were very expensive, Corey.
Well, they're the same price as the 4-point articulation. They're $20.
Oh,
jeez.
So I'd rather get the O-ring than I had to get the reaction ones.
That's
but yeah,
insane.
they're $20, $19.99.
Yeah. Sig, cut it out.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you listening, dog?
Because he knows I'm busy.
Figure and paying $5 more for them compared to the classified weapons is no comparison. Oh, I know. Their weapons are so much better.
Boy, that's discouraging. I don't even know what to say to that, honestly. I mean, I see them, but I haven't really paid attention. $17 for a 3 3/4 inch figure is absolutely insane.
Yeah,
that's insane. And now you know why they're in trouble.
Mm-hmm. Definitely can't afford it. I mean, no. I'm not going to.
No.
Yeah.
No. And they want you. I mean, think about the numbers that they're putting out. They want you to buy how many of these? A quarter, 5 or 6, right? Come on.
Yeah.
Come on. That's insane.
Does it show the back of the box, Shane?
No, I didn't get a picture of the back.
Okay.
They probably do.
Because they're continuing the numbering, aren't they, on the vintage collection?
Oh, I'm sure they are.
I don't think they ever reset it like they did on the Black Series.
And here's another one they released.
Oh, man.
For 6
this is from Ahsoka.
Like these eye glows.
The light tunnel in his head. All R2s have light tunnels in their head. Wow.
For 6 years.
And that's Ahsoka is a vintage. Wow.
Yeah. Well, it's just they're putting it on the vintage card look. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have Mandalorian vintages. Choppers.
Oh yeah, Timothy. I think you and I are pretty close in age. Yeah. No. The $1.77 wasn't necessarily cheap. You know what I'm saying? But
no.
But you could make the rounds as a kid. You could make the rounds in the neighborhoods that I lived in. You mow a lawn, rake a few leaves, pick up somebody's junk or shovel snow for 10 months out of the year. You could get yourself a few Star Wars figures. I mean,
right.
My brother, we went to JJ Newberry downtown one day. And my brother Chris found a $20 bill blowing in the street. I tell you what, it was like hitting the lottery.
Yeah.
It literally was. And he knew what my mother was going to tell him to do with it. So he ran back into that store just as quickly as he could and got rid of that sucker.
No doubt.
I think he ended up with a couple of Star Wars figures and a football for $20, but you don't believe it or not. So, yeah.
That's crazy.
A football by itself.
But sadly,
$30.
somebody lost a big chunk of their weekly paycheck, but you dropped $20 in the street. So, but whatever. But
yeah, that was a long time ago. I don't think they care for the money anymore.
Yeah, so I don't think that person's probably even alive anymore. It's been a while.
That means they still.
I can't remember. I bought the first wave of Masters of the Universe figures in 1982, and I honestly, guys, I can't remember what I paid for them. I don't think they were much more than $3 a piece.
No, they probably wasn't. I remember GI Joe's being $2.99. Some of them being $1.99.
I remember Joe's being right around $2.
Yeah.
Right around $2, $2.17 or some weird number like that or something.
Yep.
Yeah.
Those were the good days, though, man.
I remember the Ram cycle was $5.
Yeah, $5.99 is what I remember.
Yeah, Breaker and the Ram at Toys R Us. My father took me down. We jumped on his motorcycle and we went down. And but once every, I don't know, once a summer or something, he'd take me somewhere special. We'd go ride around on a motorcycle and get an ice cream, and he'd buy me something. And I remember he asked where I wanted to go that time, and I wanted to go down to Toys R Us, and we got I got the Vamp is actually the first one I got, and that wasn't even $10. I think that was only $7 or $8. So, but anyway, I get it. Things change, but good Lord, $17 for a Star Wars figure. That's insane.
For example, this is a normal droid.
Yes, everybody knows what R2-D2 is in 3 3/4 inch scale. Good Lord, we have all had these in our hands for 3 times as long as we've been alive. We all know.
Yeah, 6
or
years
longer.
His head blew.
Well, should have paid attention.
I didn't pay attention. I didn't know his eyeball blew.
Anyways,
boy,
that's discouraging. I don't know. I get it. Things are more expensive on the manufacturing side too, but you got to get real, people. Hasbro, you got to wake up and smell the coffee. $17 for a Star Wars figure just isn't going to fly.
Yeah, it's just to me, it's crazy.
And that's not for kids, right? I mean, seriously. Hey, Mom, can I have a Star Wars figure? How much is it? You already don't even ask, kid. You already know the answer to that question. It's not going to happen. So let's not pretend those are being made for kids either, because
you don't need trash can Bobot.
So, anyways, what else you got?
Next,
I'm trying to stretch this. I'm trying to stay with you guys as long as I can, but I'm fading, and I wanted to gripe about the dragonfly, so I'm trying to.
That's what's up next. That's what's up next.
Yeah, I actually looked up the itinerary, so. Well, I don't know how many emails you guys got how many emails reminders did you get to make sure your address was correct?
Oh man,
for midnight on the 24th.
So many.
I got 6.
I think I got about 6 or 7.
All I wanted was an opt-out button from their stupid emails that says it's correct. Send me my helicopter.
Ain't no doubt.
Right? Stop telling me as an adult to make sure my address is correct. Just send me my helicopter. I checked it the first time, did my due diligence. But it's been a week and a half, and I still don't have my shipping notice.
Nope.
So you were getting ready to do it for 6 weeks, and now you still haven't shipped it. So yeah, that's my gripe. Oh, my helicopter.
I mean, what was it? Giant Man HasLab? That was after it.
Mm-hmm.
People's already getting them. It's kind of disappointing, in my opinion. I don't know about anybody else, but it's a little disappointing.
It's going to be like the HISS tank. Once we actually get it in our hands, it's going to be so cool we won't care anymore.
Well, then, yeah, for sure.
Right now, I care a great deal.
Don't have it in my hands.
Um,
I don't know. It's kind of disappointing. Discouraging. Not disappointing. Discouraging, I guess you'd say.
but I will say this. I'll go ahead and tell my story because I will say this. I pre-ordered 2 McFarlane figures from EE. Geez, I guess it was back in July, right? So 2 weeks ago, I get the shipping notice that my figures finally shipped, right? I've been billed. And of course, they're both collector editions. So they're $30 a piece plus the, $12 to ship them. So it's tax and all. I'm creeping up on $80. Whatever. That's the price we pay, right? So I didn't pay much attention to it for a day or so. And then I looked at it, and sure enough, Entertainment Earth decided to send that package to my old address in Maine that I have not used in, well, this is the ridiculous part. I have not used that address with EE since 2006. I went back and looked at it, right? Now, I have ordered other things since I've lived here in this house here in Alabama, and I had no issues with them shipping to this address. But for some strange reason, some weird reason, their system decided to revert back to an address that has not been used in 18 years. Think about how ridiculous that is, guys. 18 years. Now, I make fun of Hasbro for sending me emails to make sure my address is correct, right? But you know what? EE could have saved me a bunch of hassle. You know what I'm saying? Somewhere, somehow, that system decided to revert back to a very old something in my account. And it happened to be that address that they hadn't used since 2006. Now, here's the part that really stinks, guys. The minute that I knew that had been shipped, I got on the phone to EE and said, "Can you stop that package?" "Oh, no, sorry, sir. Sorry. It's already at UPS. You're going to have to call them." And I said, "You seriously can't do anything about getting that package back?" Because my tracking says it's still sitting in California, the same town that you're in. It is sitting there. "No, sorry, sir." It's like your computer system screwed this all up. "Oh, sorry, sir. You're going to have to. In other words, you might as well just give me the old Bronx cheer because that's exactly what you're giving me, right? You screwed it up, and I screwed up by not checking. But who knew? Who knew they were going to use an 18-year-old address? So, great. I call UPS. UPS says, "Oh, no, sorry, sir. We're not the deliverer. We're just the freight company. The United States Postal Service is going to deliver that package." It's like, you kidding? No, we're sorry. Or past the butt crap, right? Yeah. Now, mind you, my package is still sitting at UPS in California. That package sat at UPS in California for 3 days. They could have intercepted that sucker at any time and just taken it right back over to EE, put another address on it. We would have been good. No one cares enough to do anything like that, though, right? Sure enough, I got in touch with the post office and said, "I have a package going to my old Maine address. Can that be intercepted?" "Well, we can't guarantee it would be intercepted." "Well, what can you do?" For $45.99, $45.99, $46. For $46, they could attempt to intercept my package, but would not guarantee it. In other words, no, but we'll be more than happy to take your $46. So it's like, great. So needless to say, Amy contacted some old neighbors to see if they could intercept it or at least talk to the people that are living in our own place to get it back. But apparently that is now inhabited by a bunch of real weirdos, and our Basically, our elderly old neighbors are not comfortable. They spoke to them. They said that they would put the package at the end of the driveway, and it either was stolen from the end of the old driveway or they never bothered to put it back out. Don't know which. Doesn't really matter. I'm out 2 figures and all that money and everything else because EE and UPS and the United States Postal Service couldn't give a crap less about doing the right thing. And that's a fact. Somebody, somewhere in that chain of possession, somebody should have cared enough to do something right for the customer, right?
Right.
Nope. And for the United States Postal Service to actually have the nerve to want me to give them $46, $46 to attempt to reroute a package that they said wasn't going to work. That's insane. Absolutely insane.
It's crazy, man.
When the postage on it was like $12. It's but so you know what? I gripe about the Dragonfly thing and the foolish emails, but at least say what you will, but at least Hasbro made the effort to make sure that something hadn't happened in their system or we had moved or whatever. You know what? So I have more appreciation for those emails.
Oh yeah.
Than I had to begin with. So, but yeah, I looked at it again today, and that package sat at UPS, probably right up the street from Entertainment Earth, for 3 days before it went anywhere, and it could have just been returned. Just take this back over to EA and have them. Nope, no one was even going to be bothered to make a phone call. Nothing. That's pretty pathetic. So, my dealings with EE are over. I will not give them any money ever again. So, and believe it or not, it's like I waited until the package marked delivered and went in and tried to delete that address from my account. It won't let me. So that's ridiculous. So, anyways, I had the new Dark Knight Returns Batman Unmasked, the battle damage one on order, and I had a Huntress figure on order. And those are sitting somewhere in Maine, no doubt, and that's the end of that, I guess. So
maybe some kids enjoying them though.
It's entirely possible, and if that's the case, you know what? Your parents are thieving scumbags, but at long
right.
You know, that would be the bright spot of it, I suppose. Right.
That will be the right spot, yeah.
So that's that. And you know, my neighbors tried. It's very funny. I mean, my old neighbors tried. If any one of those 3 companies in and along that chain of possession had put in half that much effort, this wouldn't have happened.
Right.
They don't care. They just don't care. So
no, they don't.
So that's that.
Customer service is a thing of the past.
Yep. So you know what?
Sure.
The annoying emails from Hasbro, I see them in a slightly different light than I did even a short time ago, because at least Hasbro was trying to make sure those things don't happen, which was actually kind of cool. So anyways, can't wait to get my Dragonfly, though.
Yeah, me too.
That'll be pretty cool.
What were your pickups for this week, John? I know you
well, I've done some trading at Wolf Den. I got me a road pig.
Road pig. You didn't get the one that busted out of the box.
Do what?
You didn't get the one he had busted out of the box.
I don't know that he didn't have it there when I was there, because the 2 he had on the shelf was good. So I don't know.
Huh.
I would have took it because I'm gonna open this one anyway. But
yeah.
And I picked up the sniper, and he's got the other one. I'm probably gonna get it next time. But I like that sniper. It's actually pretty cool. I hadn't opened it yet.
I saw her yesterday, actually, and I have to tell you, that red-headed face sculpt, they can make a pretty cool custom Scarlet with that.
Yeah.
That extra head.
Oh, you talk about the one with the hat?
Yeah. Pretty cool.
Yeah. And he got the Helverine or whatever. I'm still missing Moon Knight. I got to find Moon Knight so I can finish
Flaming Wolverine.
Yeah. Yeah, I got to find Moon Knight so I can finish my West Coast Avengers set and my Blackheart. Get ahead for him, but anyway.
Mhm.
And I did find which I did open Raptor. Where's he at? What did I do with him? Oh, here he is. Yeah, I did find Raptor. And
They did a great job with him, didn't they?
Yeah, the only thing I don't like is the claws won't go all the way on his hand.
Yeah, that is weird. Yeah.
I mean, the Storm Shadow, it goes on there fine, but for his, they just don't go all the way on. You can't flatten them out, and it looks kind of weird.
Yeah, I agree.
But, I mean, yeah, other than that, I mean, that's an awesome figure. They've done a real good job on him.
Yeah, I like it.
And I was able to get, I found him at Target, and I had that 25% off on toys. So I got him like $28, tax and all.
Nice.
So, I ain't going to complain with that. I don't know what it was I knocked off from here. Somebody's hand.
No one wants to see your love letters from Emily there. Corey.
Nobody.
All of a sudden I found the Barry Allen from that Darkest Night or whatever for $5 at Ross.
Oh, that's cool.
So the only one I'm missing now is the Jay Garrett from that set.
I never bought that wave. I don't know why either.
But yeah, that's basically all I picked up. And I picked up a few movies that like I said, I'm working on my DVD collection too, trying to get all these old movies and things because like I said, DVDs are going away. They had it's old black and white. It's the Son of Kong for $4.95.
Oh, cool.
And I don't know if I'm trying to remember if I saw that or not because it says it came out the same year that Kong did, which was what, 1930 something?
Yeah, 31 or something like that, wasn't it?
30. Well, it's got 1933. If it come out the same year, it must have been 33 when it comes.
Must have been 33. Yeah. Boy, they made that one quick.
It says one with this sequel released the same year as the original, so I guess it come out the same year. Yeah, I don't know if I ever saw it or not. It's his 12-foot son. They go back to the island and find his 12-foot son, but black and white. Like I said, it's old.
I don't
Anyhow,
know.
I thought that was neat.
Heard of that one.
I found I Am Legend for $4.95.
You know they're making a sequel to that.
Are they really?
Yeah.
Well, you know this was actually a reboot of the Charlton Heston movie. Was it Omega Man?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, Omega Man.
Yeah.
But that was a remake of a movie that was made in the 50s with Vincent Price.
Yeah.
But they weren't zombies. They were vampires.
Yeah. Matt, I'm going to predict we start getting emails for the dragon, for the Rattler. 12, check your address email starting this time next year.
Oh, yeah.
Then we might get it January.
I'm thinking 2028.
2026.
Cool.
Of course, I had to get some Molly Ringwald.
Yeah, why did you do
16
that?
candles.
Why did you do that?
What's that?
Why did you buy that movie? There were certain things that we don't need any record of, and that would be one of them.
I'm just trying to get all the high, the 80s movies that were so popular. And I did find Death Sport for $2.95.
Death Sport.
With David Carradine.
Roger Corman, yeah.
I got to get Death Race with David Carradine. I don't have a copy of it. I'm going to get Death Race. But yeah, I got some of the Howard Hughes, like not Howard Hughes, but John Hughes. Like the Breakfast Club and some of those iconic movies. Ferris Bueller's Day Off, and I got some of those. I just
oh Lord, I didn't see those movies in the 80s. I'm not going to do it now either.
But that's classic stuff. It's going to go away, and you're not going to be able to find anymore.
No, I know. I've never seen Top Gun.
Really?
No.
Never seen what?
1,000 times.
Top Gun.
Oh, Top Gun. I saw it back when it came out a long time ago.
Nope, not me.
Well, I've never watched the Godfather movies. None of them.
Really?
No, I never have. Never watched any of them.
I'll probably get heckled for this, but I have to be perfectly honest with you. I think they are so overrated. It's ridiculous. I mean, they're okay, but I don't think they're the masterpieces that everybody says.
What's going on, man?
Hey guys.
That's okay. That's okay. I've maintained my own self-respect. That's really all that matters much to me, old guys. Anyway, so
I'm not that huge of a Tom Cruise fan.
How can you be a huge Tom Cruise fan? He's only like 4'8".
Yeah, that's tall.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not a huge fan of his, but if I was going to choose one of his movies, I'd choose Days of Thunder way over Top Gun.
I never saw that one either. I never saw that. I mean, the Mission Impossible movies are okay, but I'm doing all right, bud. I'm doing all right. I have to tell you though, as time has gone on, every Tom Cruise movie is just a big old ego trip for that guy. That's why he writes them and directs them and produces them, because he is just such a huge ego man. So
yeah,
I don't know.
Well, I mean, I know Corey don't like him. I mean, he had a fit because Emily had her feet on the couch, and Tom Cruise is known for jumping on couches. So, I know he's not good. I know he's not a.
See, you just lost Corey's respect too, John. See, I'm gonna tell you, you're on a roll, buddy. You're on a roll now. Say something, Shane. Get yourself off the hook too.
I ain't got nothing to say about it. I like them both.
That's cool. I just
You're gonna say it. Let's hear it, man. We're all patiently waiting.
Hurry up.
Well, Days of Thunder had something Top Gun didn't have going for it. It had Robert Duvall in it, so
Robert Duvall's always been good. Yeah.
Oh.
Wait a minute. That's false. That's propaganda.
Yeah, we're removing this comment. We're removing that comment from the whole.
Yeah, don't do it again either, because that's not wrong.
I'm totally in agreement with that. It's not a Christmas movie. It come out in July.
It's a Christmas movie.
It's a Christmas movie, man.
It's a Christmas movie.
Takes place on Christmas Eve. It's all Christmas. It goes all the way to Christmas morning.
Christmas movie. Seriously, though. I mean, cigarettes, MP5s, and bare feet. Scream. It's Christmas.
Sliding down a laundry chute. Yeah, that's Christmas. Everything Christmas. There's totally Christmas trees in it too.
I have a machine gun now. Yeah, it's a Christmas movie.
It's funny because that movie is actually played all the time during Christmas.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's one of the biggest debates ever on Facebook.
It is.
There's people debating over that.
I think I'll start that debate tonight when I get off here.
Yeah, but the really comical thing about it is if you watch Die Hard 2, that's actually shot at Christmas time. There's snow on the ground and everything else. You know what I mean? That would be more of a Christmas movie, but no one even ever talks about that movie. Yeah. Anyways, no one type in. If you type in the next famous line from that movie, it is not getting posted, so don't do it.
No.
Yeah, like I said, if Die Hard's a Christmas movie, then so is Gremlins, because it took place at Christmas too. So
I thought Gremlins was a Christmas movie.
Yeah, it was a Christmas movie.
Was it?
It is a Christmas movie. What's wrong with you?
That came out at Christmas time, didn't it?
Come out in June.
People are crazy. It's definitely a Christmas movie.
I don't remember now that I imagine it. I thought that was a Christmas time movie where it was released at Christmas time.
I don't know. Let's ask Siri. Hey Siri, when was Gremlins released at the movie theater?
Gremlins was released in the US theaters on June 8, 1984.
In June.
This answer is from Movie Insider.
When was Die Hard released at the movies? Hey Siri. When was Die Hard released at the movie theater?
It was released on July 4, 1990, to positive reviews and grossed $240 million.
Yeah. So see, it's really a 4th of July movie.
They must have hit production problems because I bet both of those were supposed to be Christmas movies.
They had to
That's
be.
funny.
See, that's what I said. He could have went for a birthday party instead of a Christmas party, and it would have still been the same story.
It was
that
a
is
Christmas
true.
party.
That is true. Gremlins was definitely, I mean, he was a Christmas present. Mugwai. So,
But yeah, I mean, Batman Returns, yeah, it took place at Christmas also. But I think it was released in June as well.
That's funny. That is funny. Huh. Well, learn something new every day. We should have. Right? Well, gentlemen, I know it's early. I'm about out. So.
Yeah. It was during Christmas when Gremlins was made. Takes place during Christmas.
Yeah. Because they had the
Yeah,
lights
good.
and all that. You know,
Yep.
one of them was dressed up like Santa Claus.
Yep.
Well, Gizmo was a Christmas present, remember?
Yep, he was.
Yeah.
So I mean, but like I said, it probably hit production something, and
Yep.
because you remember that that's how it was. Movies were released in June or December. There was very few movies released in between if
Yep.
they wanted to make money with them, you know.
Right.
So
See, Home
something
Alone was
hit
a
a
Christmas
delay.
movie.
what's that?
Well, of course.
Home Alone is a Christmas movie because it took
Yes.
place at Christmas as well.
Of course.
Yep.
Oh, we're going to get you people some help. Die Hard is a Christmas movie.
Yeah, Die Hard 2 was in Washington, D.C.
Yep.
Yeah, I remember John Amos was in that. He was the general. And he passed away a couple of weeks ago too. So,
Mm-hmm.
but apparently he died late in the summer, and his family didn't bother with a press release or anything else until early October.
Now, who was this?
John Amos.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So interesting. Boy, we've lost a lot of great people and actors and
Oh,
stuff
yeah.
just in the last couple of years.
Mhm.
Boy, I tell you, musicians seem to be dropping for the last 5 or 6 years. We've lost a lot of musicians.
Yep. Sure enough.
Yep.
Interesting.
So I wanted to show off my pickups for this weekend.
Yeah. Do that.
Hey, Shane, what'd you get this weekend?
Hey, Shane, what'd you get picked up this week?
I got an awesome deal on this here critter right here.
Oh, nice. You did get that.
Oh, yeah. It is nearly complete. Missing one seat belt. Everything works. Steering wheel's there.
Oh, nice.
Gun's there. And it is in great shape. Needs a little cleaning, but that's typical.
Oh, sure. The canopy tabs aren't broken or nothing. Look at that.
No, none of the tabs are broken. They're all there. All the wheels works good. All the tabs are there.
Very cool.
Not even any cracks on the tabs at all. None of the the turret clips has any cracks in them. I mean, this thing is almost in perfect shape.
Nice.
It's just missing one seat belt.
Where'd you get that one?
I got this at a thrift store.
Nice.
Just happened to find it and a Mobat, a complete Mobat.
Wow. Machine gun and all?
Even had the machine gun. Found a Mauler. It was in bad shape. It had nothing at all. And a Dragonfly complete.
Wow.
But I only picked this up. Paid
Yeah.
$33 for it.
That's pretty awesome.
How much was the Mobat?
The Mobat was $35.
Oh, you kidding?
Oh, man.
You can't buy that machine gun for $35.
No.
But I already have a Mobat, so. And I didn't figure anybody had one or wanted one either. But like I said, it just needs a little cleaning. And it's in great shape.
That's awesome.
I shook it real good before I left the store to make sure to have any surprises in there. And I didn't.
What did they have on the Dragonfly? You said it was complete?
It was 100.
Yeah.
And the wings were a little floppy, or the propeller blades was a little floppy on it.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm sure you guys have all heard me talk about the Ballers group I'm in.
Mm-hmm.
I've even added a few of you guys, but you go in there and check them out. They do giveaways where you buy spots. So technically it's a raffle. But I've got one of these.
Nice.
I bought 2 spots on a raffle. It was $10 a spot. I got this, which I don't have one of these, so I needed one.
Mm-hmm.
So for $10 I got this, or $20 I got this, and I got this for a friend of mine. It was the whole reason I bought this was for this right here.
Nice.
So he knows who he is, and he's got it. But
I heard he's not. I heard he doesn't appreciate it one bit. You probably ought to give it to somebody else.
Excited about it. I should just keep it for myself.
That same guy was bad mouthing you all over that other site. You know that, don't you?
I don't doubt that one bit. I
I'm
don't
telling
doubt
you,
one bit.
just
But,
the rumor is he doesn't appreciate it. So
I got this and the Valkyrie set for $20. So if I sent you an invite, to the Ballers group and you didn't accept it, you're lost.
yeah,
It's really good. Bunch of you guys are in there.
I never bother buying spots on it because I know Shane's going to win it. So why should I waste
yeah, really a waste of money.
He wins like every other one they put up.
Yeah,
I think it's rigged.
I have one quite a few. And then I'm in another group that does a lot of giveaways all the time on Facebook, and I won one of the Halloween giveaways. So I mean, I get pretty lucky every once in a while. Wish I played the. See here, Corey's in there, guys. So Corey knows what's up.
Oh, you did get one. Good. I'm glad you got one.
I mean, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. Yeah, but I mean, it's a chance. You know,
That's saying go, nothing ventured, nothing gained.
That's the second ferret I won off of there. I won the other one for $10 on it.
Nice.
So, and then I won this one. And I mean, you guys, if I sent you an invite and you didn't get on there, sorry about your luck. But y'all, if you're watching, check them out. It's called Ballers, BLLEZ, I believe it is. Let me check and make sure I said that right.
BALLERZ, right?
ERZ, yeah, that's it. Yep. But it's pretty awesome.
Cool beans. Well, gentlemen, I am seriously gonna hang it up. I have got stuff to do this week, so and I ain't got the wherewithal to do it. So
it is a great group, but just join it if you want to.
Yeah. Yep. All right, fans. I'm out of here. So
it's
you guys have a great week and
R2D2.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you
not being political. Not being political. I don't want to talk about who or the whys or the hows. I don't give a at all whatsoever. Fact of the matter is an awful lot of people paid an awful high price for you to be able to vote.
Yep.
Don't waste it. Go use it. Okay? So, Good night, guys.
And don't forget Veterans Day is coming up too.
Yeah.
Exactly right.
Next Monday?
Yeah, the 11th, right?
I think so.
Good
time to remember that.
The 11th. So, good night, Tim. Good night, all. Thanks for participating. You guys continue on without me. Feel free to talk as I leave.
Talk about that, everybody.
Talk amongst yourselves until I get back.
Good night, Emmett.
Good night, Emmett. Well, yeah, we got a comment. I feel like my collection runs its course. Why do you feel that way, man? Are you having problems finding things or what?
I noticed that one Walmart we went to yesterday, they had the new Marvel Legends wave, the Strange Tales wave.
Yeah.
But they already had them over in clearance. They're regular $24.97, but they had them on clearance for $24 even, so it's only 97 cents off. But what gets me is they still had the Ant-Man and Wasp Quantumanium wave from 2 years ago, still at full price, $24.97. I don't understand why the Walmarts around here won't clear that wave off and get it out of there.
Yeah, it don't make sense to me with all this stuff stuff's still hanging on pegs for 2 or 3 years now.
Yeah, and like I said, the Strange Tales just come out and they're already moving into clearance. But like I said, it's only 97 cents off, but still.
I think we're all in that situation there. The monetary resources are falling short.
Yep.
We feel your pain on that one for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I don't understand the clearance deal. I don't. It don't make sense to me. Like today, I saw some stuff that has just recently come out on clearance, and it was actually clearanced out. And I was like them new Spawn figures that are just now hitting. I saw some of them on clearance today, and I was like, they were like 20. I think it was $20, $19.99, something like that. But still, it was clearanced out, and they just come out. It just don't make sense to me.
Yeah, I know our Walmart over here in Center's got the sectors. Over in the collectors. It's the only Walmart around I've even seen them at. I'm like, why would Walmart and Center of all the Walmarts get them and none of the others not?
Yeah, I don't know.
And of course, they're not going to sell there because they've been sitting there for about 3 weeks now. Nobody's even touched them.
I saw one place today that had the sector figures in one Walmart, and I went to three of them. So yeah. So I don't know. It's just weird to me, man, with the whole stuff. It don't make sense.
I mean, they're cool and all, and I had some when I was a kid, and I wouldn't mind getting these, but I'm trying not to get into anything else because I can't afford it. I mean, and that's $75 to get all 3 of them if you get those 3, you know. But I mean, they're cool figures and all, but I just don't see any of them selling it at my Walmart because there's no collectors around here.
Corey, are you talking about the Night Creeper Trooper? Is that what you're talking about? I think that's what he's talking about.
What did he say now? The Night Creeper.
I can understand that. Yeah, I mean, you just got to be picky. Yeah.
Yep.
That's a lot of it. You know, I'm being very picky myself right now on things.
Yep. I'm looking more at the older stuff. I mean, the best thing about older stuff is you know what's coming because they're already out. I mean, there's nothing new being made like on vintage G.I. Joes or vintage toy line. Mm-hmm. You know exactly what you got to get to complete your collection, and there's no, you know, what if they do this or what if they do that later on, you know.
Yeah, it's a lot of them are that way, Matt. It's terrible. They just don't carry nothing.
Yeah, I'm surprised at how many of them's not carrying McFarlane now.
Yeah.
There's several not carrying McFarlane.
Yep. I've got one close to me that is not carrying hardly nothing anymore. Mm-hmm. I'll be surprised if they carry Black Series anymore because of this last wave that are still just hanging on the shelves.
Yeah, if anybody's wanting the sectors, just let me know because I know where there's a bunch of them at.
Another drop 35 for amazing. Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. I'm hoping with Marvel starting to well, I mean, they got several movies planned. Look like they're planning on going back to 3 a year after they said they were going to drop down to 1. But I'm hoping they'll go back wide open on the movie figures and leave the comic versions alone for a while to give me a break. So.
Yeah, they. I don't know. I haven't watched a Marvel movie in quite some time because I don't like stuff being shoved in my face.
Yeah.
To try to do so.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, they've really well. I mean, there's been multiple Marvel movies this year, but there's only been one MCU movie, and that was Wolverine and Deadpool. But Sony's cranked out. I don't know what happened to Kraven because Kraven's supposed to come out back in August, and it got pushed back. I don't know to when, but I do know Venom's out now. So you got Venom, and you had
Deadpool, Wolverine,
Spider-Woman back in February.
Yeah, I've not heard that one, but. Be interesting if he did. Be interesting if he did.
Lord, if he did, there won't be another decent Marvel movie made.
If it wasn't for him, Deadpool would have never been made.
Yeah.
Because he pushed hard for it to get made.
Yeah. He can't make any movies without using the F word about 10,000 times. So that's the problem.
Times. Well, now he did. Have you seen that movie It yet? Or what was it? If.
Oh, yeah, the kids. I hadn't seen it.
It was a good movie. He didn't curse.
Well, it was basically a kids movie though, wasn't it?
Well, he made a movie without cuss words.
Yeah.
So he can do it.
Yeah.
He just don't want to.
To me, Deadpool would have been funnier. The way he breaks the fourth wall, it would have been funnier if they just bleeped every time he said a bad word, because that would have made it even more funnier. Because if you read the comics, the mainline comics, it's got the hashtag !! Exclamation mark. You know, when he says a bad word. So that would have been kind of more in line with the comics if they'd done it that way.
I still haven't seen it because I give up on Marvel a long time ago. I haven't even seen the one where dude snaps his finger and everybody's dead. I haven't seen that one.
Oh, you didn't watch Endgame?
I have not. I think the last one I saw was the one where all the crazy creatures come from space. And they were fighting them in the streets and stuff.
Oh, gosh, that was like early on. That was a
Where
video.
Hulk takes Loki and smashes him. Says puny god.
You haven't watched anything since Phase 1 then?
I have not.
Wow.
You can lose all the respect for me you want. I don't give a crap about them. To me, they're just not good. Just not good at all. And even watch the Thor movie with the stupid goats in it. All I saw was memes of them.
Yeah.
Tackling.
Yeah, that wasn't their best moment, the Thor movie, wasn't it? And
it's not good to me.
Like I said, the only way I can watch it is just by considering the fact that it's Cord telling the story. That's the only thing that makes sense, as goofy as that movie was. Nope. If they would elaborated more on the fact that was Cord just telling the story and was over exaggerating the whole thing, then it would have been. I think it would have been more accepted, but it was just not a good movie. It was bad.
I ain't even seen that one, Timothy. And my son, he was a big Marvel movie fan. He loved it. And I just can't get into them no more. Just can't. You know, they're doing away with the characters we grew up with, turning them into other things. I just can't.
Yeah. Well, they didn't really start all that until after Endgame, but it was kind of, when they got to Endgame, that was kind of like the pinnacle. It's going to kind of be hard to top it, really. We'll just have to wait and see what to do. Of course, Spider-Man No Way Home, it come pretty close. It was pretty good. And but I don't know. We'll see how it goes with this Secret Wars and all that. That might, I don't know. We'll just have to see. But speaking of Hulk, I got the Gladiator Hulk figure, and it's a well-made figure for the price.
Pretty huge, too, from what I saw.
Yeah. And is it a repaint of the Build-A-Figure that come out, or is it actually a new sculpt? I hadn't really paid that much attention to it.
I would be willing to bet it's a repaint.
Yeah, most likely, but
Marvel's put the new Blade movie on the shelf. I wonder why.
Yeah, they've kind of went back and rethought everything for some reason. I don't know.
It's just got really crazy.
Yeah. Well, what they were doing wasn't working. They realized they're going to have to go back to the basics. Yep. If they'll do that, it'll work. But I don't know if they're going to do that or not. It just depends. Depends on what they do. I don't know. But
I couldn't agree more with you on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's all I got for the night.
Yeah. Well, hey, it's 8:55. We're pretty close anyway. But But yeah, it's another week come and gone, and like I said, it just seems like things. Things just kind of stalled out. Some, I don't know. Just I don't know. I really thought. Of course, I mean, gosh, which Walmart was it I went into, and it looked like they had. Oh, it was Gadsden Walmart the other day. I mean, it looked like the shelves were stocked, except for the two little pigs for G.I. Joe. Still had one Retro Scarlet, and that was it. They hadn't got any more in. And then, of course, I felt the Storm Shadow last week, so they have been getting some in, but it's like it's empty. The Marvel Legends still got the old Ant-Man and Wasp figures and nothing else. And the McFarlane's just kind of I mean, those three, everything else is stocked slap full. Wrestling figures, my gosh, they couldn't hang another wrestling figure on the shelf. It's full.
Yeah.
Pokemon, it's full of, I mean, it's just full up. The whole aisle was full. Looks like they're ready for Christmas, but
Yeah.
just not the things that I collect, which maybe that's a good thing because that'd save me some money.
Yeah, me too.
You know, but yeah, I think these things are they're I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see what happens over the next couple of years.
Yeah.
I think the face of action figure collecting is about to change drastically. Is what I'm afraid of.
I do too.
But,
I think it's like we've been talking for years,
Yeah.
or not years, months and months now. Direct to consumer on everything. What it's going to turn into.
That's why I say I'm starting to lean more back toward the OG stuff.
Me too.
The older stuff. It's, you know, I was looking. I found a box full of DC Classics figures that I had, and you know, I like that line, and I know exactly how many of them they are. Who knows? You know, maybe
When
that
I
might be better.
found this weekend, I felt like a kid in the toy aisle again.
Yep.
I was that excited when I saw it. And then when I saw the price, I was even more excited.
Yep.
I was like, and then when I saw it was almost completely missing one seatbelt, I was really excited.
Yep.
But that's what I love feeling. That's why I still go hunting.
Yep.
For things like that. You know, walking into that store and finding those was just, it was amazing. Like I said, I got that feeling of being a kid again.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, that's what it's all about.
Yep.
And you just don't get that going and looking for the new stuff anymore.
Because you can't ever find nothing new, hardly.
Nope.
Most of the time, it's same old, same old. It's
Yep.
just, I don't know.
It's
just
crazy. It really is.
The hunt's just not the hunt anymore. Not like it
Not
used to.
anymore. Nope.
And I miss it, man. I miss going out and taking a whole day just to go out and hit all the Walmarts and go toy hunting and find all kinds of stuff. And
Yep.
just now it's just you go to one store, it's the same thing over and over and over again.
You see
Nothing
one,
new.
them all.
Yep.
That's the way it feels.
Yep.
But anyway, that's all I got for the night. Hope everybody
Yeah.
has a safe weekend or week.
No.
And don't forget to go vote. Come
Yep.
Tuesday.
Go vote Tuesday, two more days away, and we'll have all this behind us. Hopefully, and we can move on. And
Your vote matters.
we just, yep. And I'll say this: contrary to what some ads are being run on TV or telling, a husband and wife, they need to be in agreement when they go to the poll.
Oh yeah. I agree on that one.
If a husband votes for one candidate and a wife votes for another, they waste their time going because they just cancel each other out. They might as well not even go.
Yeah.
You know, they should be in unity on it, in my opinion. There's, you know, they should be in unity on what they're going to do and work together, because that's what a marriage is. You're working together. You're not working against each other.
Yes.
So all this, you know, doing stuff in secret behind your spouse's back and all, I think that's in very poor taste. A lot of these commercials are putting out, and I don't, you know, I've lost a lot of respect for a lot of celebrities here lately. I'll put it that way, because, you know, I don't care. And well, I'll tell you, some of the celebrities kind of questionable anyway on some of the other stuff they've been involved in the last few years.
Yep.
You know,
you did it.
Mm-hmm.
I said, well, you did it.
Yeah.
But
And,
anyway, have a good night, everybody.
All right. Y'all have a good night. And like I said, go vote. Don't forget the veterans come next Monday.
Yep. Next Monday, Veterans Day. See y'all.